I am Hangi.
I'm Christy.
I am Marcus.
I am Jay.
And I'm Felix, and we are really excited to present our group project on the International Floorball Federation, and which is also known as the IFF. So why did we choose the IFF? First, one of our group members play floorball and has already told us about it. And when we discovered that it is basically the indoor, no ice, much safer and cheaper version, we were intensely hooked. And second, the IFF was founded in 1986 by only 3 countries. Yet today it has over 70 members nations, and its core values are inclusive, fun, fair, innovative, and supportive. The famous slogan "Football for All" it is not just a catchy phrase, and it is a core of everything we do, regardless of age, gender, size, or ability. We offer access and inclusions. In a world full of expensive equipment and inclusive clubs, the IFF provide you can grow globally and while staying truly open to everyone. That is why in the one of the most interesting sport organizations right now.
Let me give you the super fast history race. 1986, Wisden, Finland, and Switzerland created the IFF. By 1996, they already have the first men's world championship with more than 15,000 fans at the final. From 1996 to 2008, membership jumped from 16 to 47 countries. They signed the World Anti-Doping Code, launches the Under-19 Championship, and received professional recognition from International Olympic Committee. Then the significant achievement come through IOC recognitions in 2011, appearances at the World Game in 2017 and 2022. And in 2019, they even signed the United Nations Board from Climate Action Framework. At this pace, in 2019, almost 377,000 players were registered worldwide. This is incredible growth without massive television contract.
Here is the part we found most fascinating. The IFF shows you can do good and still make an innovative business. Their partnership with Special Olympics since 2011 has turned floorball into one of the fastest growing sports in the Special Olympic movement. This brings grants, corporate social responsibility sponsors, and new member countries. The Stick With It equipment recycling program ships used sticks to developing countries instead of throwing them away. Sustainability plus removing the cost barrier equals thousands of new players equals a much bigger future market. Moreover, the World Championships generate real money. The 2018 event in Prague generated 7.8 million euros for the city in just 2 weeks. Host cities keep asking for more. So, inclusivity and sustainability are not just feel-good stories. They are the actual engine behind floorball's commercial success.
The best thing about floorball is how simple it is. You only need nice sticks, a small ball, and a regular gym. No expensive ice width, and no heel flip. That's why it is growing so fast in Asia, Africa, and school all over the world right now. The IFF also strongly support the gender equality. Their Go Girls project and 50-50 campaign push for the equal number of girls and boys, equal participation, equal prize money, and more female coaches. But company loves that story, which bring in extra sponsorship money and make the floorball look modern and fair.
Finally, 2 quick ideas we suggest for the future. First, work with the World Health Organization and use the research that proves floorball improves mental health and fights loneliness in older adults. Imagine senior floorball leagues in every community. Second, make para floorball and unified events normal everywhere, especially in Asia. Using the successful Swedish Special Olympic model, more inclusion means more members, more money, and an even bigger global family.
So, that is why we believe that IFF is one of the most innovative and most forward-thinking sports organizations today. Now, let us move to part 2 and share what we personally learned from working on this project.
Through researching the IFF, I realized how fast a sport can spread globally when it is cheap, safe, and easy to play indoors. From 3 founding countries back in 1986 to over 72 days, what actually caused the spread? School program with cheap equipment, not big sponsor. It made me realize that global growth does most of its work from the ground up. Our work divided up the workload and meets every deadline together. And as the lead of the written report, I had most of the research and drafting to keep everything on track.
My biggest takeaway is the strong scientific evidence for full health and social benefit. Study reviews indicated the regular floorball significant improved mental health and social connection. Even with those loneliness, almost older adults and people with special needs, IFF collaboration with Special Olympic and its focus on it proved that inclusive is not just good branding messaging, it's also a serious public health value that grows the sport. Working as a team was enjoyable because everyone contributed idea and helped at each other part. I assisted with writing section of the report and handle video editing to ensure it's so professional.
This project gave me a deeper view of how smaller federations balance commercialization and social responsibility. The IFF's Floorball for All approach and the Go Girls campaign shows that strong inclusion policies actually build a bigger participant base, which later supports professional leagues and sponsorships. It is an innovative long-term business model for a growing sports. Our group combined different strengths effectively and produced work we can all feel proud of. I finalized the written report, helped with some writing, and mainly focused on creating the video script and planning the overall flow to ensure it was engaging.
I learned that floorball is a fast-paced indoor team sport that requires little space and very inexpensive decks, so that anyone can play in school, community center, or gyms. That's the main reason it is growing so quickly in Asia, Africa, and many new countries. The project was a good learning experience for me. I contribute by helping with research for the sport and recording my part for the video.
My biggest takeaway though is that even a tiny federation like the IFF can show leadership in sustainability. It is signed up with the UN Sports for Climate Action Framework and pushes eco-friendly equipment. If even niche sports can contribute to the world's goals here, any sports can. I also learned how important it is to supplement officials' reports with academic papers to get the whole picture. Despite busy schedules near the deadlines, we encourage each other and deliver a complete project on time. I helped by writing one section of the report on the IFF potential impacts and future directions.
This is the end of our presentation on the International Floorball Federation. We hope you now see how fast, inclusive, and affordable sports can grow from a small Scandinavian idea into a truly global movement that promotes health, equality, and sustainability. Just like the IFF famous slogan says, Floorball for all.